Imagine waking up feeling like a dark cloud is hanging over your head, but there's not a cloud in sight. This is how some people describe their mental health struggles. But what exactly is mental health? In simple terms, mental health refers to our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. Just like physical health, mental health is a part of everyday life. It's not something that only comes into play when you're experiencing difficulties or distress. Rather, it's a continuous part of our existence, influencing everything from our decision-making to our relationships, from our self-perception to our reactions to stress. Mental health is just as important as physical health. Indeed, the two are intimately connected. Our bodies can suffer if our minds are in turmoil, and vice versa. When you sprain an ankle or come down with the flu, you wouldn't hesitate to seek medical help. The same principle applies to mental health. If you're feeling persistently sad, anxious, irritable, or just not yourself, it's important to recognize that help is available and necessary. Everyone has mental health. Yes, you heard it right, every single one of us. It's not just about mental illnesses or conditions like depression or anxiety, it's about our overall mental well-being. Just as we all have a state of physical health, whether good or bad, we all have a state of mental health. Maintaining good mental health is essential for our overall well-being and quality of life. It helps us to cope with the stresses of life, work productively, make meaningful contributions to our communities, and realize our full potential. But maintaining good mental health doesn't mean always feeling happy or never experiencing negative emotions. It's about having the resilience to bounce back from adversity, the capacity to learn and grow from experiences, and the ability to balance different areas of life. Just as we care for our bodies, our minds too require attention and care. Let's journey together in understanding the importance of mental health, recognizing the signs of struggle, and knowing what to do if you or someone you care about is struggling. Because mental health matters, it matters to all of us. Now imagine that dark cloud never leaving, making it hard to enjoy life's simple pleasures. It's a feeling all too familiar to those struggling with their mental health. But how can we identify these struggles, not just in others, but in ourselves as well? The signs are as diverse as the people they affect, and they may not be as obvious as you'd think. They can seep into our lives subtly, quietly changing our moods, behaviors, and even our physical condition. Let's start with mood. We all have our ups and downs, right? But what if those downs become the norm? We might feel persistently sad, anxious, or empty. Or perhaps we find ourselves in a state of constant irritability, restlessness, or even feelings of guilt and worthlessness. These are not just fleeting emotions. They can be prolonged states that affect our ability to function and enjoy life. Then there's behavior. Have you noticed a change in your interests or hobbies? Maybe you've lost motivation or enjoyment in activities you once loved. Perhaps your sleep patterns have changed. You're eating more or less than usual, or you're struggling with concentration and decision-making. These changes in behavior can be a telltale sign that something isn't quite right. Lastly, let's consider our physical condition. Often overlooked but just as important. Unexplained aches and pains, changes in weight or appetite, or even a decrease in energy can all be indicators of a mental health struggle. Remember, these signs may look different for everyone. What's critical is to recognize that these changes are not just part of the everyday ups and downs, they are signs that you or someone you know might be facing a mental health struggle. And let's not forget, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to say, "I'm not okay." Because acknowledging these signs is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. Recognizing these signs in ourselves or others is the first step towards seeking help. Because in the end, mental health isn't something to be brushed under the rug, it's something to be understood, acknowledged, and addressed. Just as you wouldn't ignore a physical wound, it's crucial not to ignore the signs of mental distress. Often we are quick to dismiss signs of mental struggle, convincing ourselves that it's not bad enough to warrant help. But let's debunk this myth right now. No matter the severity, if you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, depressed, or simply not yourself, it's okay to reach out for help. In fact, it's more than okay, it's necessary. It's as essential as seeking medical attention for a physical ailment. Mental health is not a realm reserved for the few. It is as universal as physical health. Remember, seeking help doesn't mean you're weak. Quite the contrary. It takes courage to acknowledge your struggles and seek assistance. It's a testament to your strength, resilience, and commitment to your well-being. So let's dispel the myths, embrace the truth, and remember, seeking help is not a sign of weakness but a step towards wellness. Knowing you're struggling is one thing, but what do you do about it? This is a question that may seem daunting, but don't worry. There are several steps you can take to manage your mental health. Let's break it down. Firstly, it's important to acknowledge your feelings. It's okay to not be okay. You're human and it's normal to have ups and downs. It's crucial to remember that your feelings are valid and it's all right to feel what you're feeling. Next, consider reaching out to someone you trust. This could be a friend, a family member, or a mentor. You don't have to go through this alone. Sometimes just talking about what you're going through can make a significant difference. It's not about finding immediate solutions, but about feeling heard and understood. If you're comfortable doing so, you could also consider contacting a mental health professional. This could be a psychiatrist, psychologist, or a counselor. They are trained to help you understand and navigate your feelings. They can provide you with strategies and tools to manage your mental health effectively. In addition, there are numerous resources available online and in the community. There are hotlines you can call, websites with valuable information, and support groups where you can connect with people who are going through similar experiences. Remember to take care of yourself physically as well. Eating a balanced diet, getting regular exercise, and ensuring you get enough sleep can all play a vital role in your mental health. Lastly, be patient with yourself. Healing takes time. It's not about how fast you can recover, but about taking the steps to get there, no matter how small they may seem. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. Everyone deserves to feel well, including you. Don't let the stigma around mental health stop you from seeking the help you need. Your mental health matters,